and I don't even like to call it a company because it's more than just a company. It is an energy, it's a movement, it's a family, and we love each other here. Hi, Auntie G, what's up? Hope you're doing great. All right. So I was given the privilege this evening to bring up our speaker for the evening, and I take it as an honor and a humbling privilege because he's a very powerful person. He is passionate about this business, and the moment I presented this opportunity before this young man, he did not hesitate, no hesitation whatsoever, because he has a drive and he has a vision to go for the things that he wants for himself. He knows, I don't want to share his story. He knows within himself that he is capable of achieving great things. So I take it a real privilege of introducing this person tonight, who is no other than our director, Samuel Lindos King. Over to you, Lindos King.
Thanks, Odin. Thank you for that introduction. As you all know, my name is Samuel Lindo. I am a director here at Total Life Changes. I've been with the company for a little more than a year. I think a year and more than a year. It's going more than a year now, right? Prior to starting with Total Life Changes, I've been employed to the private sector, right? It's a very labor-intensive work, right? And I receive minimum wage, right? When I say minimum wage, I mean minimum as in the minimum pay you could get, right? And prior to having my son, right, or to getting my son, right, I knew that I had to find something to supplement my income, right? Prior to my son arriving, right, I suffered an injury while on the job, right? And that's a back injury, right? I could not work for more than 6 months. So I was out for 6 months. Even though I was at home, I was still receiving my pay, but certain work or certain things I could not do, right? Until today, there are certain things I can't do. I can't do any heavy lifting, right? So that is what laboring has done thus far for me, right? So fast forward to having getting my son home, I really wanted something that would supplement my income, and it has to add a few things in it. One, it can't be labor intensive, right? Secondly, it has to be able to be done using my phone, right? And something where I can make money while I'm asleep, right? So I've always had that vision to be able to make money while sleeping, and I do minimum labor, right? So I don't have to necessarily be doing all this heavy lifting and all these things, right? And I tried selling fruits. I started selling fruits. That didn't work out for me, right? And one of the things with that was I had to go to the market, search for the fruits, purchase them, plus I also have to lift them again. So that's something labor intensive as well. So that didn't work out for me. So when I started going back to work now, they had to change my prayer department, right? I had to change my field, right? And I went to this department now where it's not so labor intensive, right? And I was introduced to this business by my former business partner. He's a executive director here at Total Life Changes. He's also retired, right? And being with total life changes thus far, it has changed my life tremendously. In the sense that it not just necessarily that it has to do with the finances, right? Are you gaining that financial freedom? But it also has to do with the growth, right? The personal growth, the personal development, and being with total life changes has helped me to grow personally, right? It has helped me to develop myself, right? To grow and to share with persons, right? It has always been my dream to be able to motivate persons to share with them, right? To help those persons, to help persons in order to achieve their goals, right? And in order to help them whenever they are feeling down, a few words of encouragement, right? And TLC has offered me that avenue, right, where I can share with persons, I can encourage persons, right? So being with total life changes has done that for me, not just financially, right? And why starting out with total life changes, it was a rocky road. When I say a rocky road, a very rocky road, right? It took me at least 6 months, more than 6 months, to say, right, to become binary qualified, right? And during those times, I kept my smart chip. I did my smart chip every month. I never once harbored any doubts in my head that it don't work, it's not going to work, right? None of that. So I kept pushing, right? Kept pushing. I never stopped, right? And when I got binary qualified, it's like everything just took off from there. After becoming binary qualified, few months after that, or a few days after that, weeks after that, I think I became a director here, right? I became a director here at Total Life Changes. I'm not going to tell you that to make it here at Total Life Changes is gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It will be easy for some, but not all, right? And some of us has to go through the process, right? And sometimes life happens for us, not necessarily to us, but some of the things that we go through is only preparing us for better days ahead, right? So life is a journey, it's a process. And once you go through those process, right? Once you go through those process, then your harvest, you will have your harvest, right? Just continue to plant those seeds, right? If I had stopped all those seeds that have been planted during those 6 months, right? I kept exposing the business. I kept on doing. Sometimes when I was on like all the opportunity calls, there had no one on, but I was there. I kept showing up, right? I kept going through the process. I never once missed training. I don't miss opportunity calls. None of that. I kept pushing. I went through all those processes, right? And I'm a director, requalified director, right? So it's not like say I went to director once and then that's just I'm a requalified director, right? And the journey thus far has been a very tremendous one, right? And you look forward to changing more lives, not just mine, but lives of all those who are associated with me and all those who come on board, right? And looking forward to the total takeover, right? So just keep pushing, keep being consistent, keep showing up. Or when no one is showing up for you, make sure you show up. Alright? Just keep pushing, keep sharing, don't stop. Any your thought. Alright? So thanks for being here with me tonight. And that's my story.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, Director Linda, for sharing your story. I know you are not necessarily a person who likes to be in front of the crowd or the camera. You like to work in silence, right? But you are a wealth of wisdom, and when we tell people to hold on, stick it out, we often use you as the reference, as the benchmark. We often say Linda was, and if Linda did, and Linda this, and Linda that. A lot of people that met Linda in February for the first time because he's always quiet. But he is always on training, always on the opportunity calls, guys. He showed up, so he blew up. So, guys, it's simple. We always say those who show up, blow up. A lot of people have met Linda in February, and then in no time, Linda was a director. And you'd have said, oh my God, I want to be an overnight success like Samuel Lindo. Yes, he was an overnight success, but it only took him about 7 or 8 months to get there, guys. It takes work, like he said. He laid the foundation, he sowed the seeds necessary, and he watered them constantly. Guys, because he was planting and planting and planting consistently, he is now able to be reaping and reaping and reaping consistently. So if you are in TLC and you are thinking of quitting, especially before your first year, remember Samuel Lindo. Guys, if you are not a part of TLC and you're wondering, can I do this? Can I come in? Can I survive? Will it be worth it if 2 days pass or 3 days pass or even 2 months pass and I don't have a team? Well, Lindo went 6 months before signing his first business partner. And he went a little over 6 months before becoming binary qualified. And tonight, he is a director. He's getting check match. He's getting binary pay. And he's also getting retail and fast start bonus. And I know he has a team that's kicking up a storm. He has 2 directors underneath him already. And I know there's a young lady on here tonight. If October passed and she's a director, I changed my name to Emil Douglas. Oh, sorry, that's already my name. But you get the point. She is pushing, she is fighting. She is a little powerhouse that will be on story time one of these nights. I am not sure when, but one night you'll hear from her. And I know she know who she is. She's somewhere there and I've seen her, but I know she knows. So he's now at the top of his organization because he did not quit. He could have given up just before his harvest, but he didn't. And I must say, thanks to you, Director Lindo, going on Rising Stars. Hopefully, we'll be seeing that banner between now and early next month. All right, guys. So, if you have any questions for Lindo, because I know some of us don't have them kind of patience, and people with that kind of patience, in my view, are great. So if you have any question for Director Lindo, you can do so now, ask him now, and then we'll close out. All right. So there doesn't seem to be any questions. I'm checking the chat to see if there are any questions. Oh, um, Director Lindo, you still here? Samuel? See what if he's gone to attend to his son. I heard him calling him, you know. But I wanted to ask him if he's here, and I wanted to ask you if about the sacrifices you had to make for training. A lot of times we skip training because we are not where Wi-Fi is, and we don't have enough data. But I remember a part of your story, and as I was reminded just now, about you burning up all your data, all your WhatsApp and Facebook and Time data just for training. And guys, that is very important. Remember, I don't know if any of you saw my live about the laws of sacrifice. You have to give up something to get something. And I know Linda don't have to be burning up his data now. I know he can hook up his Wi-Fi. I know he can put on full service of the month. So guys, when he was coming to training and not building a team, he was building a team, but nobody was responding. I remember Linda used to use up his data just for training. I don't even want to use my data for training some of the time because I rush home to use Wi-Fi because I don't want to be stranded on the road without data because of the nature of my job. Sometimes I'm in the countryside and so forth. But Samuel did not think twice to burn up his data for training. Why? Because he had a vision. He has a why and he follows the blueprint that says success always leaves. Oh, you can't unmute. Oh, success always leaves clues and he believes that and he's following it. Samuel, Dragon.
Oh, yeah, I can unmute now. I can unmute now. Yeah. Hearing me? Seeing me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yes. So I forgot that part of my story, I think. When I just started out, I had to use data. As in, every time you see me on the opportunity calls, data. Trainings, data. Right? I remember one time remember now with Keely trainings on Monday nights, you normally give away stuff, right? She normally give away like products, tablets, right? And the first time she gave away a tablet, right? The first time she gave away a tablet, I was like, I need one of those tablets. I want to have one of those tablets. And the requirements were you had to show up to trainings, you had to have your video on, right? So all those I said, I need one of those tablets and I'm going to win one of those tablets, right? So I showed up to every training on Monday nights. I had my data, right? I used my data. I turned on my video, right? I kept doing that every week consistently. And to my surprise, right? The night when I used all my data was completely finished that Monday night. I used all of it, only to wake up the morning to see that I've won that tablet, that millionaire tablet. I was like, oh, yes, I have mine. I have mine, right? Mine is still here.
Mine too. Yes.
Mine is still here.
Laws of sacrifice.
So the power of showing up, going through the process, doing what's necessary, doing what's required of you, right? And once you put it out there saying that this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, I can tell you, whatever you put out there in the universe, it will come back to you. So you see, anything that which you want, right, you have to speak it. Right, that's what Keely would normally say, speak what you seek until you see what you said. Right? So, fast forward, I have, Wi-Fi is at home now, so I'm talking to you now on Wi-Fi. Right? So I don't necessarily know how to, I don't necessarily know how to burn. I don't necessarily have to burn my data now. Right? And the Wi-Fi bill is paid every month. No, so just keep pushing. So there's no excuse. So don't make excuses to say I don't have Wi-Fi, so I can't turn up the trainings. I can't go on an opportunity call because I don't have any Wi-Fi. I have to be using my data. you have to make the sacrifice. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. So what are you willing to sacrifice in order to be rewarded for all those things that you have sacrificed? All right? So if you want the reward, you got to make the sacrifice. If you want something, you got to show up for it. Right? And you got to go through the process. You got to go through the steps. You got to follow the plan. So you have to go through the requirements, everything that is required of you. You have to go through all of it. You can't skip any of that. All right?
Yes.
You have to go through the process. The processes. Keep pushing. Never stop. All right? Sometimes we are go through hell, but why we want to stop in a hell? As Steve Harvey would say, if you're going through hell, right, why would you want to stop there?
Yes. Not at all. There is on there. Look out for that one there tomorrow. I'm with that one there.
Yes, man. If you are go through hell, why you want to stop there? Keep pushing, man. Keep going. Don't stop there.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
The minute you stop, right, is the minute you will never achieve any of your goals, any at all. So don't ever stop. That same dream that you had when you first started, the first why you had, or the reason why you really start this business, right? Always keep that in front of you. Always keep that in the front of your head, right? And don't stop. Don't stop. The minute you stop, the minute you quit, that's 100% assurance that you'll never achieve your goals. All right? Don't stop in hell. Keep pushing. All right? Keep moving.
Awesome stuff. I am so happy and grateful that you volunteered. You agreed to do this when I asked, because a lot of people don't understand the power of not quitting, and that's what we ascribe to you. You have that. I mean, I never heard of you. I didn't even know when I heard Odin talk about you. I didn't even know you didn't have anybody. You didn't have any organization below you. I thought you were booming with people, and you never waver, you never complain, you never cry, you never murmur. You just, you know what I mean? Every time you talk, everybody quiet. I don't want to hear what Samuel have to say, right? Because every time you open your mouth, something wise come out. I thought this guy had a massive team, but God knows, you know, when you plant, it's when you're planting cash crops, Kalu and Papcho and these things, they shoot up fast, right? But they die quick. When you're planting orange tree and mango tree, guys, and banana tree too, it takes a while to see fruit, but the fruit is worth it. So guys, thank you again for coming out. Thank you, Director Lindo, for doing this. Tomorrow night, who can guess? Who can guess? Anybody guess that's not a part of the storytelling team and planning team? Who can guess who is up tomorrow night? If you guess who is coming up tomorrow night, you will win a prize. Who can guess? Anybody who's not a part of the team. Auntie Cherry, remember you're not a part of the team. Come in like win things. Don't answer. Who can guess? Who can guess? Nobody? Nobody wants to guess? Guess who is on tomorrow night?
Tristan.
I said if you guess.
Tristan.
No.
Tristan.
No.
Tristan. Dean Nembard.
Tristan. No, you are
Dean Nembard.
tomorrow night.
Tristan.
Who said that?
Me.
Who said Dean Nembard?
Dean Nembard.
We can't see nobody. We need to see face. Who said Dean Nembard?
Marcia.
We don't know that voice. Marcia?
Marcia SQ.
Marcia, you can't get you. Marcia, give what you put there. You're not qualified. Sure, that's something you try to pull over there with me. Anyway, that's aside. She is not qualified. She is not qualified to enter. Anyway, guys, tomorrow night, we'll be hearing from National Director, Mr. Caribbean himself. The man who was sick in bed and had given up, thought that it was it. And he just take the TLC people stop bother him. The man that made me believe that it was possible for me to lose weight. Because I saw his size and him after size. I'm like, this real? The man who tears open up. Brother, let's tell him story. Nobody other than National Director Dean Nembard himself. So guys, make sure you invite everybody you know. Tomorrow night is going to be just as awesome as it, guys. I don't know about you, but I've been enjoying the stories. I have been totally enjoying the stories, guys. I've been learning about that people are suffering, really suffering secretly. I've been learning about the things that TLC products have been doing, so much so I stopped saying made by TLC. I now say made by God, packaged and distributed by TLC, guys. Come out tomorrow. You are going to be shocked. I guarantee you that you are going to be shocked tomorrow when you hear Dean Nembard's story. Have yourself a great night, guys. Let me check the chat before I close out, just in case. David, you're disqualified too. KTZ, oh, I wish. She said she has to check her schedule. We still can't confirm a date yet, but if we do, you will definitely know. All right, guys, have yourself a great night. Love you all.